Boom, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, dude. How is everyone doing today? Heather, Sophia, Anthony, Spadius, Co-Create, Dan, Alexis Hart, Logic. Everyone's in here today, dude. Kill it. We got a lot to talk about today, dude. Big day if you're a Diablo fan, dude. How's everyone doing? Raiden's in the chat. What is going on? Howdy. Frank Libert, what's going on, baby? How's everyone doing today, man? How's everyone doing? How are we looking today? How are we looking? We looking decent? All right. We're looking all right today. We're looking all right. I slept in a little bit. Howdy, what's going on? Swag, what's going on, baby? Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today, man? Big day today. Big day today. We got the developer live stream today, dude. Stacks, what's going on? Alexis, what's up? What's up? Sophia, you look super decent. Yeah, dude, super decent. Super decent. Not too bad. Not too bad. Good. Hope all's good. Yeah, dude, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Channel's doing pretty good. Hey, listen, the dry times of Diablo 4 content's finally over, guys. I think it's finally over. I mean, we're a couple days away from the Server Slam, and then, you know, we'll have some content for them. We already have like 4, 5, 6 videos prepped for that. Then we got the launch, dude. We're excited. Danny, what was going on? Nervously optimistic for a D4 stream, but here nonetheless. Yeah, dude, I know what you mean. Oh, Cody Acious with the 10 bones. Oh, you don't gotta do that, brother man. You've donated enough for the rest of your life. How's everyone doing today? Thank you so much, brother man. I appreciate it. I have... When is stream starting? It should be starting in about 26 minutes. They put a countdown, last time. Oh, it's up. Oh, yeah, 25 minutes. Here, let me pull it up. I got you guys right now. Boom, there it is. Yo, Cody Acious, thank you so much for the 10, dude. Let's get some huges in the chat. If anyone's a member, anyway. If anyone's a member, let's get some huges in the chat for Cody Acious, dude. Huge one. Thank you, brother, man. I appreciate all the love and support. You're the absolute king, dude. The absolute king. Thank you so much, brother. I know Heather's a freaking member, dude. Big time. Heather, you're a freaking dream supporter. Max level 25, max level 20. Max level is going to be 20. We got 24 minutes, but we're just going to sit here a little bit. You know, I just wanted to talk with you guys a little bit. Dude, we got, what? Freaking, oh, Co-Create with the Combat Kids member. Raiden with the 5 gifted. Oh, Dan got his membership. So did Israth. Oh, and Mr. Ink. Holy, yo, we got a little luck of the draw right there. And X Kill It. Holy shit. That was a serious gifted, dude. Yo, those are like the 5 most common people in here. My mic is cutting out? Is it actually cutting out? Is it really? Gorthax, is that true? Is my mic cutting in and out, guys? You guys gotta let me know. Because that's a huge problem if it is. I don't see it cutting out on my end. Mic is fine. Mic hasn't cut. Gorthax, I think it might be the internet. Try refreshing the page and go back to live. You hear the music. That's weird. I don't think I've ever heard of that before, brother. Can you hear me fine? Thank you so much, brother. And wow, guys, starting off with a big day today. We got another gifted. 5 gifted. We got Cody Acious with a 10. Another member. Ooh. Might be YouTube on my own, buddy. Okay, try refreshing the page, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Dan Ingle with the massive emoji spam, dude. Sounds good to me. Thank you guys so much. Guys, listen. Server Slam this weekend, dude. The whole intention is to try to break the servers. And obviously, make sure everything's running smooth for launch day. Sam, what's going on, baby? How we doing? How we doing? I would see what happened. YouTube was skipping, but not set to live yet. Oh, weird. That's interesting. Interesting, dude. What are you guys going to be playing this weekend, dude? I think I'm gonna go Druid this weekend because I gotta find one more good Druid build to make another video on it. If the viewer's internet, if he's choppy for you, turn your video quality down. Internet speed issue on your end. Oh, yo, signal loss. You're the king, dude. Thank you. Thank you, brother, man. Appreciate it. Hoping everyone's having a decent week so far, dude. Middle of the week, Wednesday, dude. Hump day, dude. Trying to get through this week. Friday's a big day, guys. Got the Server Slam. Always Sork. We got 2 sorcerers, 17 damage Druid. Hell yeah, brother. Hey, man. Listen. They said they buffed it. The thing is with those buffs, no one even knows what the actual numbers are. Phantom Doodle, what's going on, baby? How we doing? No one knows what the numbers are. They just said buff companion damage massively. I'm like, what's going on? I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna try Druid, I guess. Maybe Sork. There's only one class, Barbarian. Oh, yo, Barbarian's so awesome, man. I'm so close to, like, doing something so ballsy and just playing Barbarian, but I think I gotta stick Rogue, man. I gotta stick Rogue. Speed level through everything, make sure everything feels good. PvP, do my thing with Rogue, and then I'll run a hardcore Barb on my second playthrough. Sky, you did a hardcore run with Lance Saturday. Saturday? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll do that. If he's down. Yeah, I had to start another channel because I could not get the second YouTube channel monetized for some reason. Oh, man, yikes. That is a big yikes. Wonder how the hell that happened, dude. Rogan, maybe Necro. Oh, interesting. I also got to try a Necro build. Hey, Sky, think they're going to have any surprises for us this weekend? Man, could you imagine if there was, like, PvP testing available? Oh, my God, that'd be awesome. That'd be so cool, dude. I don't think there is. I don't think there's going to be anything crazy going on. Wolf Companion seemed like one of the few decent abilities. It's weird to me that's why they chose to buff. Yeah, the thing is about Druid, dude, it's so legendary aspect reliant, and, like, it's going to be very gear reliant. I think it's the most gear reliant class, even over Barbarian, because that class without aspects feels like half a class. It's very, very poor. The leveling speed's very poor. The skill design's pretty good. It's a little slow. Barb's my second pick, agreed. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Barb on my second time around. Either Barb or Druid, I don't know yet. I'm good on Sorcerer, I'm good on Necro, I'm... Bard, yeah. Did I say Bard? Barb. We get what we get. Yeah, exactly. Might be too late to announce something but for Server Slam at this point. Yeah, I mean, I think we got what we got, dude. I'm happy. I'll take another testing weekend. I'm good with that, dude. I'll take what I can get. Obviously, a lot of people were hoping for, like, Paladin or something, but, I mean, come on. What are the chances of something like that? That's gonna be a DLC in, like, 2 seasons from now, so... Or maybe even the second season, if we're lucky. If we're lucky. That'd be really, really cool. We got 20 minutes left, dude. 20 minutes left. I appreciate all the donations so far, guys. You're rating, you're the king. Cody Asians. Obviously, man. I love you guys so much. Appreciate all the love and support, brother, man. Marlon Bardo. Marlon Brando? That's funny, dude. As long as we get news on what the Season 1 feature... Yeah, this one's all about post-launch content and the battle passes and seasons. That's what this one was all about. They already said it. I mean, hopefully we got enough information to where it's entertaining. I know last time it was a little bit, you know, a little slow. But, until the end, they pretty much just repeated everything we already knew. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's my first Diablo game, so if I did understand it properly, every season, all of your characters gets deleted. Yeah, if you're on the season-based servers, your characters get wiped, yeah. That's how that works. That's how that works. I'm gonna... Yeah, characters get wiped, yeah. Not like gone forever, they just... Your characters get transferred to a non-seasonal. There you go. By the way, this is actually my first time playing a Diablo game. Well, like, seriously, anyway. I mean, I played 3. I played 2. Actually, just played 2 recently, but I meant, like, 3 at the launch. Seriously, I was way too young for that. I think... Man, I don't know if Lance is in the chat. That was, like, what, 11 years ago? I was 13? I had no idea. So I'm really excited to, you know, play a Diablo game at the launch, fresh, everyone together, experiencing it at the same time. It's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. For the Server Slam, do we need to download another Diablo game? Got the Diablo beta already on my PC. If you do, then it should just update. That's what they said. Over 2K hours in Diablo 3 played since D3 launch and played 2 when that launched. Wow, yeah, you're ready, dude. You're a Diablo freaking king. You didn't miss much. Diablo 3 is a meme. Yeah, I didn't get to play Diablo 3. I played it on the Switch a little bit, on Lance's Switch. 6-year-old is so stoked to sit beside me and play. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cannon said you look 15. I think we're rocking about 17. You know what I mean? A little 17, you know? little aftershave going on. I feel like Home Alone in that one scene where he puts on the aftershave, you know what I mean? Hoping everyone's having a decent day, dude. We are 17 minutes out. 17 minutes out, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. Couch co-op is amazing for D4, seamless and fun. Yeah, dude, I want that. He's a mature 15. Yeah, dude, a mature 15. It's so fun, but having a blast coming up with ideas. Is he even legal? Oh my god. That's crazy. Yo, Phantom Doodle Dude, welcome to the Comeback Kids. Yo, if you're a member in the chat, let's get some huges in the chat, dude. I know Dan Ingwood's hot with that, dude. He's already locked and loaded, dude. Let's get some huges in the chat for the newest member in the chat, dude. Phantom Doodle Dude, I appreciate it so much. I love that little profile pic. That's hilarious, by the way. That's crazy. What's up, Black Priest? Yo, Black Priest, by the way, dude, I've been trying to get a hold of you for maybe a month. Every time you comment, I try to comment to you. Yo, DM me on Discord. Let me help you get into this server. Blah, 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 blah. Thanks, buddy. Enjoy the content. Look forward to this journey. Thank you so much, Play. I appreciate it. Man doesn't even have his sleeves rolled up yet. Is he even gamer? Yeah, these are like... Well, it's actually a long sleeve, by the way. So technically, I do got them rolled up as much as I can. If I have them anymore, I'll look like freaking Larry the Lobster out here, dude. I'll look like this. I'll be all stiff. Intermediate right now. We'll tune in soon. All right, brother man. See you soon. This weekend build will be latest and greatest or do some old one? What? What did you say? I'm confused. You shouldn't rock that hardcore tank top again. Yo. Oh, man. Dude, that hardcore Shava kill, I rolled it up as tight as I can, bro. That's crazy. This is the coolest chat from a live stream I've ever been a part of. Good community. Yeah, dude. Everyone here is so damn cool. So nice, man. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. It's been so cool. Stephanie Davis, hey, been a long time. What's going on, dude? How we doing? We're gonna get into some crazy live streams soon. So, like, we have, obviously, Friday, Saturday to stream. Sunday, I don't think I could stream. I got Mother's Day. I mean, nothing I can really do about it. This week, I don't know about this week, but this week on, we're gonna be streaming, like, non-stop. Probably, like, every day. Probably, like, every day. So, like, the 22nd onward, oh my god, we could stream for, like, 4 or 5 days a week, for sure. Working butt off to play hard. Dude, Stephanie, I feel you, dude. I feel you. I took on some extra filmmaking jobs. I did what I had to do, man. My hands are tied. 23 days, ladies and gentlemen. Hello from Germany. Tom, what's going on, baby? How we doing? What is going on, dude? Sky, I'm gonna hit you in the DM. I want to make you something. Ooh. Let me hide my desktop for a second. I'm curious, man. I love GIFs. Well, if it's nothing like that costs money. Anyways. Hell yeah, I do photography and videography as well. Dude, no shit. How long you been doing it for? I've been doing it for 6 years, 7 years. By the way, the camera I'm using as my streaming camera. I don't know if you're into cameras and stuff. I'm sure you are, but because you're a photographer and videographer, I'm running the Blackmagic Pocket 6K. It's really good, dude. Hi from the UK. Dead Rabbit, what's going on, baby? How we doing? 4 years now, just now getting out of college for it. Dang, nice, dude. Nice, nice. I want that one. It's a good camera. It's a good camera for, you know, mid-tier level filming. It's good. It's a solid camera. It'll get the job done. The no autofocus sucks, though. I will say that's a sucky one, but it's good. I mean, look. I mean, this is a pre-graded color right here too. And it looks clean. It looks great. Really good camera. I would highly recommend buying it if you're getting into videography. Great starter camera. EOS M50. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it does what you need to do. It'll get the job done. That mid-tier looks pretty high. Well, well, for, hold on. Let me go full cam. So you can... I'm good. How are you, Sky? Dead Rabbit, I'm pretty good, dude. I'm pretty good. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. We got a lot of things coming. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you guys, we got an agent now. The Comeback Kids are coming up, dude. He's getting us sponsorships. I mean... We're killing it, dude. We're killing it. But this camera's pretty good. I mean, a nice low f-stop on the lens too. I'm killing it, dude. I'm feeling good. My brother, he's like a serious documentary guy. He does like documentary stuff for like Netflix. So like he's a real filmmaker. You know what I mean? He teaches me everything I need to know. Oh, Ben Burke is in the chat, baby. What's going on? Nelson Henry, what's up, CBK? How we doing? How we doing? Swag is here too, man. Yo, Swag's always hanging around, dude. What a G. How we doing, Ben Burke, dude? Always see you in the comments section showing love, brother, man. Omar, hey, my man. How we doing? How we doing? Guys, we're 10 minutes out, man. We're 10 minutes out, dude. It's time to get a little bit excited. I'm getting a little bit antsy here. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Oh, just whacked my mic. Oh, we got the new mic, by the way. We're investing a lot of the money right back into the stream. New mic, brand new desk. It's actually a standing desk, so I don't have to sit down all day. What agency did you roll with? A2Z. I got my man, Ben, dude. Oh, dude, what a god. This guy, me and this guy are talking every single day, dude. This guy is the best. I love him. I couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier, dude. I'm going to see what today, then I'm going to pre-order the game. Dude, I mean, make it happen, you know what I mean? You get a lot of bonuses for the pre-order. And if you get it through the physical version through GameStop, you get a poster if you're in the US. I think you get more bonuses. I'm actually making another video. Let me go to it. Boom, boom, boom. The GameStop pre-order is right here. That's for, but there's also another pack coming out, I think, for people in the EU. It's called the 666 pack, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of bonuses here, a lot of cool art, some cards and stuff. It looks really, really cool. This isn't for the US, which is interesting. You know, Asmongold, the reaction to 1 or 2 of your D4 videos. Yeah, he actually, I think he did 3 total so far, which is really cool, man. I mean, that guy is the GOAT. He's the king. You know what I mean? Man, I've been watching that dude since I was 10 years old, back when he was doing Wrath content, so... Oh, man, what a dream come true. I was crying on stream the other day about it. But yeah, if you're looking to get a copy of the game, dude, I would highly recommend going to GameStop, getting your pre-order bonus. Hello, Pedro. What's going on, baby? How we doing? So happy for you. I remember you way back in your New World days. Glad you're covering this now. Dang, dude. That's the OG days. That was a year and a half ago. Making content when I first started. Yeah, man, it was fun. I love New World. I hope that game makes a comeback. You know, hopefully one day. What class for the slam? I think I'm gonna go Druid, man. I gotta test out those new companion damage. I'm rooting for you. Yo, thanks, man. I mean... It's an absolute dream come true to be able to, you know, bring content and video editing and animation through entertainment for people to make everyone happy, get them out of their day for a little bit. You know, I love making people happy, dude. I love it. I love having fun with people, hanging out, making friends, talking video games, entertaining people, getting them out of their crazy work schedule, day-to-day life, just for a little bit. Oh, man, I love it. God, it's my calling. I am addicted. The passion is through the roof. New World was hella fun at launch. Yo, Swag, that is so true, dude. Man, I think I have clips on New World, actually. I think I have some clips of back in the day, dude. Way back in the day. Let me see if I can't pull some up. Whoopsies. Memories, New World. I gotta lower my desktop audio because some of this might be super loud, but I have some funny shit here, dude. Hold on. Check this out. This was me hitting level 60 at like 3 in the morning. I look homeless as hell here. Check this out. A year and a half ago. Yo, exhausted, bro. Look at the eyes. Oh my god. Look at the kid's eyes. He looks dead. That's me hitting level 60. What else we got, dude? Oh, we got this dude. This is so funny. Yeah, Baby Sky. Yeah, I look super young there, dude. So crazy how things change. Yo, this was... Yo, check this out. This was a guy preaching in the game through voice chat. Real life preaching. Not a joke. Can you guys hear him?
Somebody, which is a judgment. Nobody gets upset. You know, like you say to your best friend, you don't really love you. You're such a wonderful person. You think your friend's gonna go,
do you guys hear that?
who do you think you are? Are you judging me? You think you're worse than me? No, your friend's never gonna say.
Yo, this guy's actually preaching in New World. Bro, what is going on here, bro? What is happening? That's ridiculous, dude. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy, bro. That's crazy. I don't know. New World was a great time, dude. Man, the experience was fantastic. I think we're 10 minutes out now from the stream, dude. What in tarnation? Josh, what's going on, baby? How we doing? That was, oh man, that was so funny. That was so funny, dude. Good times. POV, you have schizophrenia. Oh my god. What's up, baby? Yo, Josh, we got a couple days till the server slam, dude. Couple days until the server slam, dude. Gotta reach them sinner gamers. Oh man, for sure, dude. He's cleansing the world one gamer at a time. You know what I mean? That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. That's crazy. Hope everyone's having a decent week, guys. It's Wednesday, middle of the week, dude. 2 more days until I'm back in this hellhole. Literally. God, I'm so ready. By the way, how's the mic? Does it sound decent? This is a new mic, by the way. I don't know if it's working well. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Damn Discord. Oh, let me hide my display for a sec. Boop. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Oh, dude, I got you. Yo, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up after the stream. Just DM me after the stream again, dude, because I mean, I have a bajillion, gazillion things happening, but hit me up after the stream. DM me. I got you, dude. Oh, dude, what a beast. Oh, my God. Oh, that'd be so fire. Yo, kill it. Hit me up after the stream, dude. I would love to talk with you about that. Oh my god. I would literally pay you. I would pay you for sure. Alright, we're about 6 minutes out, guys. 6 minutes out. Let's put on the music a little bit, just for a little bit longer. And then we'll, just to fill the air up a little bit. Hope the, desktop audio isn't too loud. That might be decent. No need? We'll figure it out, buddy. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll, gift you a copy of the game or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Ashava's going to be a pain in the ass for sure. Yeah, I mean, listen. 5 levels lower? That's kind of a big deal. Hey, Combat Kids, what class are you going to be your main character when the game fully releases? I think I'm going to go Rogue, man. I think I'm going to go Rogue. Yeah, I'm going to go Rogue, and then on my second run, I'm going to do a hardcore Barbarian run, I think. I don't think I hear your desktop if it's on. No, this right here is muted. Just the music. Can you hear the music? That's what I'm worried about right now. Awesome. How's everyone? Cooper, what's going on, baby? How we doing, dude? Come on, werewolf news. Oh, man. Gonna be Barb. Gonna go Barb for my main soon. Yo, Barbarian is so cool, man. I am so close. By the way, Alexa, since you're so freaking nice, dude, and you're always in here, always helping out, just, I gotta give you... Oh, that's cool. I gotta put you as one of the mods, dude. You're so nice. You're always in here helping out. You don't have to do anything. I just want to give you some separation so I could see your name a little better. So sweet. Thank you so much. Been watching your stuff a lot recently. Love your energy. Wow, Murad, thank you so much, brother, man. We're 5 minutes out, and I'm about to have a heart attack. Let me go full screen here. I think it's time to go full screen. Thanks, guy. No problem, dude. My pleasure. My pleasure. What, are you kidding? Come back his Discord. Thank you so much, Coop, man. You're the king, dude. The absolute king. Let's go to the full recording here. Boom. I guess we'll go full screen. Why not, right? For the kids at home.
After that,
can you guys hear that?
Points into any skill that you have, and it's gonna
just let me know if you guys can hear that. If you can, then I'll obviously I'll mute it until the actual thing starts. It's low? Here, I'll turn it up. Whoops. Okay, that didn't turn it up.
It's a late game system that
I got you.
Completely filled out your
How's that? Is that better?
You have a build. It will really
let me know. Let me know.
Into the theory crafting and the depth of Diablo 4's skill system.
And these boards.
Let me know if it's too loud, too low. Lance, what's going on, baby? Can hear volume is low. Good. Better. Perfect. A little more. Holy shit. I don't know, dude. That's pretty good. Way better.
Or they can even make new connections.
Okay, I think for now we'll keep keep it
players
like
can have new
this.
ways to play their character. Legendary nodes are
Can I
equivalent to
even
legendary
boost it a
powers,
little bit?
where they have more powerful effects that can change the builds and ways that characters play.
No, it's
you
good.
can start planning this long journey of, okay, I want to hit this node, and then
We
I want to hit this node.
old.
I'm going to apply this board, and
This
I'm
all
gonna
gonna
start from this
this all
side,
going
and
over
really
old
just get
info.
into a
Anyone who
super
cares about the
complex,
game
very
doesn't need the
specific
on the
build for
last
your character.
episode of. I love that.
Legendary items are
The
really
last
rare and
episode of
powerful items
Lost.
that you're going to find as you adventure
Oh
through the
man,
World
Lost was the
Sanctuary.
show
We have
back
quite
then.
a few different
Let me put a
categories
little
of
bit of gain
legendaries
on
and how
here.
they do that.
All right,
Some of
how's
them will
that?
actually change
Let
your
me know if
skill
that's
or
too
enhance it
loud.
in
You guys
some
gotta
way.
let me
Frozen
know. I
orb, for
can't hear it on
example,
your
might
end.
say, hey,
You
every
guys gotta
single
let
time
me know if
you
it's too
use your
loud.
Frozen orb, it applies a new effect, and then I can actually take advantage
Perfect.
of that new effect that it has.
Everyone's
Even
gotta
if
give me the
item
good
itself
go,
is
and
maybe
then
not
we're
as
good.
as
I'm
the
gonna
one
mute
you
it
have,
until
you
it
can still
starts.
extract that
Please,
power
guys,
from it,
please.
take advantage
Obviously,
of it, and
that's
use
right
it
now.
for your
Top
build.
good. Okay, I'm gonna mute it.
One thing that
Sup, Pimp Show? What's going on, baby? How we doing? How we doing? Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Alexis, Dan, Ingwood, Josh, Michael, dude. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Black Priest, what's going on, baby? Yo, Black Priest, make sure you're live, buddy. I don't know if you're live right now. Make sure you click the live button. If you are, bro, we got to get Black Priest in this Discord server. This poor guy's been asking for so long. Let me put the Discord here. Boom. Boom. Invite people. Boom. Let me go back here. Boom. Boom. And we'll post it. Thanks, Coop, man. You're the king. I'm just going to pin it in the chat just in case as well. Black Priest, dude. Click that if you want, dude. Join that server. Make sure you're in there. By the way, guys, we're almost 1,000. You're back in the Discord. Is everything working? Thank you, Heather, bro. You're the freaking queen. Hoping everything's good with your husband, by the way. I know you guys were working like crazy to set up for the Diablo launch. I'm pretty sure, right? Well, I know you are.
You can play the way you want. You can really make your own fantasy.
All right, we'll leave it at this, and then we're going to keep it muted for now. Oh, there's Rod Ferguson, dude. I'm joining a hardcore... Oh, a hardcore clan. Yeah, we should do that. A regular clan and then a hardcore clan. That'd be dope. You need to get Nightbot set up so you can just do Discord. Oh, man, I do have to do that. Oh, we got Raiden with the 2 months, baby. Ooh, thank you so much. What else do we got, dude? I think we're good now. No? Is this thing starting or what? Yo, thank you so much, Raiden, bro, for reimbursing the membership, I guess. Thank you so much, dude. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, guys, we're live. Here we go. Oh, there they are.
Live. Hi, guys.
Oh, wow, they're low. Am I crazy? Yo, they're kind of low. Am I crazy?
Hey, guys, how's it going? My name is Adam Fletcher. I'm the community lead for Diablo, and we
Yo, I'm going to
here
boost
for the
them up a
next
bit. It seems a
Diablo
bit
4
low, dude.
live stream.
What is going on? Yo, who's the audio, guys?
Overstating it.
Oh, man.
Overstating it, but
I'm going to be
yeah.
able to boost it for you guys, but not me.
Manager of all things Diablo. Joseph Pipora. I'm the associate game.
Is that better? Wow, they are low as shit.
Director of product for Diablo's live.
She's whispering.
Awesome. Well, we have a really packed show today.
How's that?
And there's a lot of stuff, obviously, going on.
Is that better
with
for you guys?
Diablo lately.
Because it is low for me. I can barely hear him.
Didn't you just get back from vacation?
They got to say something.
No, you didn't.
Someone's saying something
Actually, I
for
was like,
sure.
I was in
Chat
Chicago,
disabled.
like,
Oh
a couple
my
weeks
god,
ago.
they're gonna go the whole
Just
live
lost
stream
all
and it's gonna
track
be low.
But
Double
we,
it even
we're only,
more.
What?
22 days.
2 weeks? 3 weeks?
You can't hear them on Twitch? Oh my god.
22 days.
22 days. Oh, look, we have a
22 days,
wonderful
4
calendar.
hours, 58 minutes.
22 days,
Yeah,
4
20
hours, 58 minutes, 43 seconds.
Dude, I boosted him so much. Oh, right with the 5 gifted.
Actually,
Oh, and Logic. Oh my god.
faith in the light.
Put your faith in the light. Bloody hell. Hold on, let me boost this,
a
dude.
little over 3 weeks.
Holy, yo, I'm at max boosting
insane.
potential.
Yeah, to think about.
It's wild to
I
imagine.
can't hear shit. You guys can hear on my stream probably really well.
You know, it's like it feels like.
But
we're
I
2
can't
months
hear
away,
nothing.
3 months. It constantly, it's just like, oh my god, I can't believe it's finally here. It's almost time to play
Is it
Diablo 4.
good? Better?
But
Okay.
you know what we could do before launch?
Okay, it's gonna be
to
hard
play
for me to
Diablo?
hear, so you guys might need to fill me in.
Play server slams.
Hey, there you go.
No, well, I was like, I wasn't sure if you were gonna like throw it to me a little bit more or something like that.
Christ,
I couldn't
turn
throw it
on
any harder.
subtitles.
But
I can't
this
even
is
turn it on. It's a live stream.
this is live, by the way.
My man, let's see what's going on, baby.
So
Good now?
yeah,
Okay.
we actually do have our Diablo 4 server slam. It starts on May 12th.
Okay,
It
cool,
goes through
cool,
the
cool.
14th. It's another opportunity to play Diablo 4 before the launch of the game, which is great, and it helps
Just watch a
us
stream
a
of the
ton.
stream. Oh
So,
my god.
make sure to jump in this weekend. There's a lot to do.
Terrible.
You can actually start the
Terrible.
early download here after this stream at noon
Oh, we got the
today.
early download,
so we'll
guys.
actually
Make sure you're
have
ready.
early download
So
available,
janky,
and
dude.
players
Every
can
time,
download
Heather.
on
What
Battle.net,
the
on
heck?
Xbox
Thank you
and
so much, Logic,
PlayStation.
for the,
If you already
membership, dude.
have
Rated
the
for the
beta
10
client,
gifted today.
the
Absolutely
beta client
insane.
from the prior betas that
Thank
we
you,
had
guys. Love
beforehand,
you so much.
those will
Appreciate it.
actually
You have
just
no
start
idea.
auto-updating. And
No
if
idea
you
how much it
got
means.
rid of them, or if
Thank
you want
you.
to jump in for Server Slam for the first time
is
ever,
brilliant.
you will have the ability to do so by downloading at noon.
But it is a fresh start. So even
It
if you
is.
have the beta client from last time and it updates, all new characters, you're starting
volume
from level
max?
1.
Yeah, I'm maxed,
and
dude.
there's like a bunch of different changes, right, Joe, in terms of how we think about Server Slam
Max
versus
volume, dude.
the previous betas?
I can barely hear him.
Yeah, that's right. So we made a number of changes, and we talked about a few of these during our last live stream. But we've gone ahead and made some adjustments to the way the dungeon objectives are laid out. We changed some of the dungeon flows as you're going through the
they're gonna
maps.
go
We
over
have a
all
lot more
the
smiley
news
faces
again,
and
huh?
fewer frowny faces as you progress on through. We've done some
Keegan
balance
Clark.
updates for
Nice,
classes
nice.
to kind of like adjust based on like data we saw as we're looking at like how players were
Product
actually playing and
management?
like kind of
Interesting.
reviewing how things were actually working in the live game, which is really exciting. We made some adjustments to like the drop rates. Now they're more reflective of the actual
That's
base game
good.
experience when we're
right.
launching in the near future.
That's good.
So during the last beta, we had like an accelerated drop rate for legendary items. Now you're going to get a sense of like what's going to really feel like in
Joe
those
looking
early
clean.
levels of Diablo 4. To try to like fight and try to find those legendary items.
Right, so actually Server Slam will actually prove to be a
I
little
love
bit
her
more
sword
challenging
earrings, so
because
cool.
the level cap
Adam
is lower, it's
Fletcher,
not
my
25, it's
guy,
20.
dude.
So you max out at
Ron
20, so you have
Ferguson.
essentially 5 less skill points to play with. And
No
legendaries aren't going to be
ultimate
raining
abilities,
from the sky the
No
way they
ultimate
were
abilities this
during
freaking
the
weekend.
beta.
That
So,
kinda sucks,
we
but
have this
is
notion
what
of
it
getting to
is.
level 20 to get your wolf pack, and also to try to take on a Shava. But like a Shava is going to be more challenging than last time because of that 5 less skill points and not as many legendaries. So that's going to be really interesting to see if people can get to level 20 and beat a Shava. But it's a more accurate representation. It's sort of like people talked about how does it actually feel to go from 1 to 20, and this is actually, essentially the path we're pretty close to what we're shipping with at launch. Even the new font. We didn't talk about the new font.
That's true.
the new
Yeah,
font.
we definitely have also updated the font. So there's a lot. What we're really trying to say is there's a lot to look forward to as far as Server Slam, and importantly, please come check it out. It really is going to help us for launch to make sure that we get as many players as we can, stressing out the servers and making sure that we have accurately estimated everything. So we're in a really great spot.
So Kagan, what class are you playing in Slam?
I only ever play Rogue. I hate to
You
be that
only
person.
ever play Rogue?
I only play Rogue. I really like high mobility classes. So
hell yeah.
I want to zip around.
Rogue is that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got my druid up to 25 last time, and I got a barbarian up to 25 last time. I'm looking forward to jumping in, I think, into a necro this time. Oh, and I got my sorceress up to 25 last time as well.
Nice.
But necro this time. I wanted to hit all 5. I didn't have time to get all 5 this time. But this round, I want to try to get my necro up.
And Adam?
Ooh, I don't know. I'd probably say Necromancer this time. Yeah, I did
That's
Druid
crazy,
and Rogue
dude.
last time, and I haven't played Necromancer since.
Guys, let
way
me know if
back
the
when,
audio's
so I'm
good
just
one more
like,
time,
okay.
because on my
Yes,
end, it looks
sorry.
like it's peaking.
We
It's
have
too
played the
loud.
game before, and other people.
You have access to Diablo 4 where other people don't?
Amazing, yeah. But yeah, probably Necromancer this time.
I think I'm gonna go Druid just because I'm gonna necro so hard in the main game that I don't want to I want to save that. So I'm gonna go Druid in the Slam, I think.
Peaking
Saying
like
necro
hell.
is a
Yeah,
verb.
now
It
they're...
sounds like you're talking like a thread flying somewhere.
Dude, it's not
That's
me,
how you
man.
necro.
I have my shit normal.
God,
It's all
so
the
true.
corpse explosion.
We hear Rod talk about Necromancer all the time here.
How's that?
It's not
Is
my
that
fault
better?
that it's the best class. I didn't design the game.
hear him
You
breathing.
did.
Yeah,
It's
this
my
dude's for
fault
sure
that
breathing.
Necro is
Same
the best
guy.
class.
Listen,
Little less
listen, folks, we're playing barbarian at launch. Okay? That's the truth. Okay. No, all the classes are super fun. They all have interesting and different overpowered mechanics. That's just the way that we want to kind of go about class generation for Diablo 4.
Yeah. So, and just a reminder, like I said beforehand, because we had Server Slam this weekend, and then we're a little over 3 weeks from early access. The deluxe and ultimate versions are available for pre-order for those to get early access for the 4 days or 4 to maybe 5 days, a little bit early, or depending on where you live. Well, I mean,
It's still 4
Time
days.
zones.
it's, well, I mean,
matter
it's
where you
like,
live.
I mean, it's like ish.
If you get in a plane, though,
Exactly.
You might get an extra couple.
Thank you. Anyways, we do have a QR code up here, so you guys can actually go straight to the BattleNet shop, and it'll actually show you all the different versions.
And one of the questions we get around that is like, because we have cross-play and cross-progression, you know, obviously you can play on console, you can play on PC, you can play with others on console or PC, and your progress carries over no matter where you are. But that's also true for things like the rewards and the incentives. So as an example, if you were to play Server Slam on Xbox as an example, or PlayStation, and you earn the rewards for the Beta Wolf Pack or the Cry of Ashava, like that stuff will carry over when you switch platforms. Same
Does
thing
look like
for
Aaron
the
Rodgers.
stuff when you buy the Ultimate Edition, that stuff will carry over to other platforms. And so, you know, when people are like, oh, I want to buy two versions, I'm going to buy the console version and a PC version, you can buy the Ultimate in one and the Basic in another and share those rewards.
Yeah, the only caveat though is that early access from the Ultimate version or the Deluxe version stays on the platform that you actually purchase. Yeah. So if you are wanting to play early access on PC, make sure to get the PC version, and you can buy like a PlayStation version or an Xbox version, and actually carry over all those other incentives over between different platforms.
Yeah,
That was
Fletch is
an
kinda yoked,
excellent job at fine print. You did the fine print beautifully there with a little
Thank
asterisk
you.
caveat on that.
Thank you.
The lawyers have asked me to say that you only get early access
I've
on the
answered
platform.
that question many times for the last couple of months. So, but we do have a lot to talk about today. I think one of the biggest things that we've been hearing from the community is the discussion around seasons and how they will work in Diablo 4.
Wait, that's what we're here to talk about?
Please.
Exactly.
It's a long
I'm hoping you remember why we're here.
I don't read any of this. I don't read that, man.
But as we all know, like seasons are a big part of Diablo itself. You know, we have seasons in Diablo 2, seasons in Diablo 3.
Season 4 on May 4th
4.
for Diablo 2 Resurrected. And we're still season 28 on Diablo 3.
Yes.
So rocking that out. So yeah, exciting.
Yeah. So, but seasons with Diablo 4 has been a big question because a lot of people want to know how it kind of works and like the structure of it and so forth. And thankfully, we have Joe and Kagan here to help us and talk about that. Oh, I guess Rod too.
No, I'm just here to interrupt their flow and annoy them. That's my job.
But Joe, how do seasons in Diablo 4
Groundbreaking.
work?
Adam Fletcher, thank you so much for asking me. I'd love to talk about this for a bit. So let's talk about seasons.
Joe knows his stuff, man.
All right, so we're gonna have a helpful infographic to show you in just a second, but let me talk to you about seasons as a general rule. You know, as we're thinking about Diablo 4 and the launch product of the game, we are trying to make sure that we've got a really great experience that players are going to be able to enjoy for their first, character playthrough of the campaign and have an excellent experience. Seasonal content, our post-launch content, is going to be arriving shortly after the launch of the base game.
Mid to late July.
Mid to late July, actually. It's good. Yeah. We haven't talked about that yet, but absolutely, it is mid to late July. You've heard it from Rod Ferguson. So that's the goal. We want to make sure that you've got enough time to play through your first character and really enjoy the campaign at your own pace and kind of explore potentially different classes as you go. So when we're thinking about seasons in Diablo 4, we start off with thinking about a theme, the seasonal content of that season. So we're going to have 4 seasons a year, 1 per quarter, and each of these are going to have a really strong theme associated with them. And this theme is going to basically inform the things we want to do with all the content within the season, with things that might be appearing in the battle pass, things in the seasonal quest line, things associated with like the new gameplay mechanics we'd be adding as part of that season. We really want to make sure these things feel like they're connected in one coherent experience for players when they log in and they play during the season.
Right.
Yeah.
And so as part of that season, then to carry that theme forward, you're going to want to obviously have some sort of context or
Where are
narrative
the other
around
slides?
the season.
Yes, that's absolutely right. So that leads us to the seasonal quest line.
This is the
So
slide.
one of the questions I see get asked either like online or occasionally we'll see in like various chat channels is just that like how are we thinking about story as a with regards to like the live service, and how are we extending the story of Diablo 4? And there's kind of like 2 approaches to the way that we're looking at things. With regards to seasons, we're not going to be using this as an opportunity to expand upon the campaign story of Diablo 4.
Right.
You know, the campaign story of Diablo 4, featuring like Inarius and Lilith and the events of the Wanderer, those events are really going to be told over the course of our expansions, our post-launch expansions that we're not talking specifically about today. You know, but that's really where the high-level narrative of Diablo 4 will continue to unfold. But that leaves our hand open to do really interesting things in seasons. So if a season is supposed to have like a theme with a gameplay mechanic and other things associated with it, it allows us to have like one really engaging seasonal quest line that manages to deliver on like a self-contained story that's going to guide the player through like, again, the mechanics and the themes of that season. So like these are still like really big events that are happening in the world of Sanctuary, where the player is going to be able to like step in the role of the Wanderer and like kind of go and help people and like and explore interesting mechanics.
Right. So you're not bound. The ideas around the season are not bound by the campaign. You're basically creating quest lines in the open world that can be completely different and completely. It's not constrained to. It has to be about the narration and the story. It can be about anything that's sort of interesting you want to play into in the open world, right?
Absolutely. So if, for example, we had a season theme for the first season, which, again, we will not be discussing today, folks. We're going to save season 1 to talk about it a little bit later on.
Yeah, we plan on talking about season 1 after launch.
That's right. But let's say, for sake of argument, that the first season was, the theme was about zombies.
Which it is not.
No, this is a false premise, okay? But let's just say, for sake of argument, that it was about zombies as the theme. That means that like things that would be showing up in the battle pass might be related to some like zombie stuff. The season quest line might be about like the rising of zombies throughout Sanctuary. Like that, we try to make sure these things all feel connected. So the season quest line, it's going to introduce new characters, like great voice acting, memorable quests and experiences will guide the player through the season. And that's the way that we're looking at things.
And so then that also then. I feel like I'm doing your job, actually. Am I doing your job? I apologize.
No, you're doing great.
Oh, thanks.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you for the daily affirmation. I'll
I'm just
give you
gonna
$20
leave now.
later. Sorry, I'm just curious. I think like when you think about the theme, that obviously goes beyond story construct, but also goes into the mechanics, like how you think about gameplay. Yes.
Absolutely, and that brings us to the next major thing that I want to discuss, which is fresh gameplay. This is what I would. This is the great. Yes. So fresh gameplay. So with every new season, obviously we'll be introducing new story content, which I already described, and then we want to introduce new mechanics and gameplay for players to engage with over the course of that season. So this comes down to things like just new power for players to earn, or ways to experience the growth of their character. Things are going to modify and change the way they're going to want to approach building their character every season. This goes beyond meta changes or like balance and tuning and things like that. It really comes down to like just wholesale like new features and things that are going to be available for the duration of that season for players to experience. And then at the termination of the season, when the season is over, these sorts of features are going to be retired to be considered for again in the future if we like them or not. But for now, we want to make sure that we're kind of maintaining a certain level of parity across the game. We're not kind of creating layers of like cruft and distraction from the core Diablo experience, which we already feel is tuned very well. So yeah, we're really excited to talk about those a little more in the future.
I'm
expect,
sorry
like,
to say something.
exciting new features and gameplay
That
to engage
breathing
with between
is
new monsters
crazy.
and mechanics, things for players to craft or do, change their gear, or just change their skills. So we're really excited about that stuff in the future.
And then when you think about seasonal
It's
stuff,
not
we
me.
talked about, when you look at, say, Diablo 3 has the chapters that you go through to get Hager's gift and those sorts of things. So that there's a sense of progression through a season. And we've obviously talked about the Battle Pass and how the Battle Pass will be in our previous blog around this stuff as well. But it's good to clarify again. So when you think about not just like, okay, I have a seasonal narrative, I have a seasonal mechanic or gameplay hook now, but how do I think about progression within a season?
Sure. So, great question. So, when we're thinking about seasons, we want to make sure we are creating new opportunities for long-term progression. The first version of that we want to talk about really is the season journey, which does make a return from Diablo 3. So, inside the season journey, the player is going to have an opportunity to complete a number of different objectives that are tied to mechanics, story goals, or other things that are happening during the course of the season. I think we might actually have an image for the season journey we can maybe pull up as well that might help me explain some parts of this.
I think we hid the zombie stuff though, so there's no zombies.
There's no zombie stuff in this. Yes.
Oh, this is
No
cool.
zombies.
Check this out.
Yes, please note the top secret labels for this because we realize there's no image we can show that doesn't start to give away some of the things we're doing in season 1. Too bad. You're going to be able to talk
check
more.
that out.
We'll talk more about that a little bit later
can
on.
someone take screenshots
But here
of this stuff
in
for
the
me, by the
season
way?
journey, players are
Anyone?
going to be able to complete a number of these objectives, as I already called out. Objectives are separated into
Anyone's
chapters.
free?
One of the big changes that we made as part of the season journey is we've ensured that now
really help,
players
by the
don't
way.
need to actually complete every one of the objectives within a chapter in order to advance. They could choose to go back and still complete it.
So go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty different than if you're a player of Diablo 3 and you're going through season journey. If you remember, like going through each chapter required you to finish every single little bit of it before you could progress to another chapter. So this one obviously a little different in how you kind of approach it because you don't have to do every single thing. You can actually complete it beforehand by doing most of the objectives and kind of choosing.
Oh, okay, Cooper.
specific-
Yeah,
If
like
you
if I'm
can,
not a PvP player, I don't have.
If you can, just take some screenshots of some of the very important graphics. I'll let you know every once in a while if you can. That'll really, really help.
Wouldn't
Thank
have to go there to complete that one. You could do the other objectives associated with the season instead.
Got it.
So when you're going through and you're kind of completing the season journey, you're going to earn rewards for completing the objectives, and you'll also earn some big rewards at the end of each chapter, where you're going to get like packs of like crafting materials and items, and you can also unlock actual legendary aspects that go into your Codex of Power.
Oh,
available for
so
that
not just
season.
earn through dungeons, you can earn through the.
Yeah,
really
a
cool.
different set of aspects, in fact, will be available through the Codex of Power in this way. And some of the new legendary powers we add in every season will also be made available through this method. So you'll still be able to find them as item drops, of course, but you can start being able to experiment and play with them pretty early on through these drops. And then the last thing I think is worth talking about here is every time you complete one of these objectives, you're going to also be earning favor, which is a kind of an experience system that's used by the Battle Pass. But with that other way, so you get like little drops from completing the objectives, and big drops of that also from completing the chapters. But when it comes to long-term progression in the Battle Pass, like, Caitlin, would you mind maybe walking us through some of how the Battle Pass works?
Yeah, absolutely. So I know there's been a lot of questions about the Battle Pass, so let's talk through it today. So
that
this
looks great.
is the Seasons tab.
Oh, look at
and
that,
this
guys.
is going to be, the hub for all things Seasons.
I need a picture
Under
of this,
that
by the way.
Top secret label, you can see the season journey. And then at the bottom here, you can see the actual Battle Pass. And what you're seeing is a mix of the free tiers and the premium tiers of the Battle Pass. The way that you progress the Battle Pass is, like Joe mentioned, by earning favor. And there's two sources of it. You get it from the season journey, like Joe mentioned, but you also get it from leveling up and playing any seasonal character. So there's 3 levels of the Battle Pass. There's the free track, which, like the name implies, you don't have to pay for. Everybody has access to that. The premium track, which is roughly $10 US, depending on where you are in the world. And then there's the accelerated track, which is just like the premium track, but it has includes 20 tier skips. It's folks who might have gotten a late start and a special cosmetic, and that one is roughly $25 USD, depending on where you are in the world. But let's talk a little bit more about the free and premium tracks. So the free track has 27 total tiers, and what you're primarily getting from the free track are what's called smoldering ashes. And the smoldering ashes are going to be like the currency that you use to unlock seasonal blessings. So the seasonal blessings are different buffs you can get that will help accelerate your progress through the season. So you can see, for example, here, plus 3% to XP earned. That's going to help players, level up again, level up multiple characters. And all of these are really just meant to help players through that seasonal progression, through that seasonal journey. It's important to note, though, that there is a secondary level requirement on every free tier of the Battle Pass that contains smoldering ashes. So for example, if you were level 1 and you bought a bunch of tier skips and hadn't played yet, you wouldn't be able to access the smoldering ashes and spend them until you had actually leveled up a character and met those level requirements. And this is to prevent folks from buying a ton of tier skips and keep everybody on a level playing ground. So that is.
I had a question about that, actually. So.
Yeah.
There are no smoldering ashes available in the premium track of the Battle Pass, right?
That is absolutely correct. It is all
good.
the things that affect gameplay are only in the free track.
Okay.
And so that basically, we've said it's always cosmetic based. So there's you can't pay for power in Diablo 4 because, as you saw, the stuff, the season blessings are on the free track, and they have a level requirement, so you actually have to play to get to a certain point. So it keeps everybody in a level playing field.
So it's not pay to win.
You may
That's
not pay for power
Thank you,
in
Cooper.
Diablo 4. So yeah, let's talk about
That's
next
a really good
the
thing.
premium track. So like I mentioned, $10 USD, depending on where you are in the world, and this contains 63 total reward tiers. So you add that to the 27 from the free track, you get the 90 total tiers, in the Battle Pass. Yes. There is a ton of value in that premium track. So you get 2 full armor sets for every class. And they're really themed to the season. They're meant to be like a celebration of that season's theme. And there's other stuff in there. There's the seasonal mount. There's the seasonal mount armor, which you can see here on this screen. And then there's just like a bunch of fun other little cosmetics like role-playing clothing. You know, for example, we have like a big, you know, pair of white bloomers in there. So there's lots of fun stuff to find in the Battle Pass.
I know that's what I wear when I role play.
I think that's actually a really fun idea, though. So like, it's not like not necessarily like big armor or things, but just more other stuff. So if you want to like play a particular role, like there's options for some of that stuff that you'll find.
And you can mix and match all of it, so you know you can create all kinds of ways to express yourself.
What's nice is that you just said there's 90 tiers, and a season is 3 months. Right, so you have quite a lot of time. You have essentially 120 days to do 90 tiers, which seems doable.
Yeah, we want it to be achievable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, great.
I want to call it one thing also. Then we were looking at that image before. There's that top secret label on the left.
Yeah,
like that is that is explicitly a link that will bring you to some part of the season journey as well. The only reason it says top secret there is because it's got language in there that I do not want to make sure that anyone is able to read to give away what's happening in season 1.
Exactly.
Otherwise, people know about the zombies.
Otherwise, people know about. It's not a zombie season, Ron.
You use the example, Joe. That's on you. That's
I was just trying to pick something. Okay, I'll say something. Season of the circus next time, whatever. So actually could be kind of cool, like a devilish circus sort of feel. All right, I'll talk to people
Scary
about
clowns.
It's scary clowns, yeah, for sure. So yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, it's nice to get a little more information on the Battle Pass, like out there.
Right, and so. Okay, so we talked about progression.
Yeah.
We talked about both in the season journey and in the awesome battle pass. And so now when we think about what the seasons also provide is like obviously we're hearing about balance. We're going to be hearing about hey, how do we improve people's experience based on what we saw in the previous season? And actually, before we get into that, if I can interject, I'll steal one of your questions from Q&A. Can I do that?
Go right ahead.
Oh yeah, all right.
So one of the things that comes up, I get a lot on my Twitter feed is around hey, how do I think about Diablo 3 seasons? Kagan said it earlier about like your seasonal character. That notion of do I have to re-roll to get into and experience the season and experience the narrative wrapper, to experience the mechanics, to experience the progression. Basically, do I have to start a new character?
Yeah. So Diablo 4 is balanced around the idea of trying to make sure that level up experience from 1 to 100 is really engaging and fun and very punchy when items drop for you. That your power progression feels a certain way as you play. So you do, as a result of that, we do balance around the idea of playing over the course of a quarter character, right? You can play a lot longer than that if you want, absolutely.
Right.
We want to make sure it feels really good to play inside that 9-day period. We are going to be having players like re-roll and make new characters with every new season and be able to experience the growth of their character over the course of each of those quarters.
And I think you might have said it, but just because you talk really fast, I want to make sure it's really clear.
How dare you? No one has ever said that about me.
I'm a fast talker and you beat me. So the notion around though that you basically have to complete the campaign at least once before you can truly experience the season, right?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, there's a couple things that so once you unlock a couple things, you'll have them for your account from that point forward. I can just kind of maybe just throw all
right
that
ahead.
right now.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, we get so many questions about it. I think it'd be good if we clear it
Yeah, sure.
out,
So first thing is, when you complete the campaign on any character, whether you're playing in the hardcore mode of the game or the normal mode of the game, no matter what difficulty of the game that you're playing and you beat the campaign on, from that point forward, every character that you make, you're going to have the option to skip the campaign as part of playing that character. So if you play the campaign as part of the this pre-season period before season 1 begins, and you finish it, when you start playing in season 1, you can choose to skip the campaign as part of your playthrough, which means you get to experience the new seasonal content right away. Otherwise, you can still choose to play through the campaign in seasons, but you'll need to finish the campaign content before the seasonal content is going to begin for you. So just things to think about as you play. So that's the first thing you get as kind of an account level unlock for your character as you play.
Right.
The second is when you're playing through the campaign, you're going to reach a point in the story where you're going to unlock your first horsey. And when you get your first horsey, horses. Once you unlock your first horsey, you're then going to have the ability to basically mount up with every one of your characters from that point forward, including characters you might have already rolled at that point. Having unlocked it once, you've got that as an account level achievement effectively for yourself. You'll be able to start like
future seasons even. I can just like start a new character, gotta get my horsey.
Level 1, after skipping the campaign or even playing through the campaign in the following season, you're gonna be able to like just go ahead and mount up right away.
My horsey's in my cave with me?
Yeah, your horsey, yes, the horsey that died is then going to immediately revive, and then you'll play with the horsey right away.
Zombies.
Oh my God!
Spoiler!
We have showed the video. People know. Okay. Honestly, though, if I spoiled that moment, then I do deeply apologize, and we should put spoiler warnings on
I
these
think that
things.
Kagan brought up like zombie horses now is theme specific. I think that leans right into that seasonal theme.
Pivoting.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 weeks before lunch.
Yeah, sure. Sound off in the comments if you want zombie season. Let's hear it. Okay, so that's the second thing. You'll have access to your mount that you unlock. And then the last thing is that there's as you're playing through as you probably played as part of like the open betas that we've done, and we'll see again in SummerSlam, you'll find these altars of Lilith throughout the world.
Server Slam.
What did I say?
Server Slam.
Okay.
Server Slam.
Completely a slip, everybody. It has nothing to do with SummerSlam. So yeah, during the Server Slam, wow, I really did, didn't I? So during the Server Slam, you're going to be finding altars of Lilith throughout the world. And when you collect these, you get two things. One, you're getting renown, which is going to be basically used to get a number of different, rewards for your characters on that realm from that zone. So new skill points, new healing potion charges, things like that you got a chance to see before.
Right.
But you also get a permanent stat boost, for all characters on your account.
One of the main reasons to go after the altars.
Yeah, right. But we don't want you to need to necessarily go after them every single quarter to go and collect all of these. We think it's really fun, particularly the first time, to go and find all of these things.
Right.
So once you get that stat boost the first time, that stat boost is going to apply to all of your characters in your account from that point forward.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't have to get those over and over again. And when it comes to renown, you don't need to go get every altar of Lilith to finish off the renown track in each one of these zones.
Sure, it's like the season journey. You don't have to do everything on the renown track to get all the renown. You can do it. Maybe I want to do. Maybe strongholds are my favorite feature, so I can lean into strongholds or whatever. So, but what you're saying is, hey, I played the campaign. I found all these altars of Lilith the first time, and now when we go into a season, they are hidden again. But I still keep all the buffs I got the first time, all the things that are permanent, like the +2 intelligence, +2. God knows I need +2 intelligence, and +2 strength and what have you. But the idea of going and finding an altar to add more renown to the pool to progress, I can still do that. Like
Absolutely.
I can still go find them if I want to.
Yeah, and you get a little bit of experience for doing it as well. So yeah, they're still kind of fun to stumble across as part of your regular play experience within a season. You just don't have to get them all again if you don't want to. There's other things you can do instead.
Okay, so I think we covered what sticks around.
That's right.
So that's great.
But like the entries in your Codex of Power are going to reset, so you're going to have to go find those aspects again.
Go to the dungeons.
Yeah, go to the dungeons again. So yeah, those are the things that are reset.
Yep.
Great. Okay, so that definitely great long-term. That was really on topic, actually, in terms of long-term progression, because it actually is long-term progression.
By the letter of the law, it's long-term progression. So yeah, Rod's 100% correct. Thank you.
But when you think about what else the seasons provide an opportunity for, like you talked about, like all these things. Okay, we have a new quest line, we have new mechanics, we have all this progression, but it's also an opportunity to kind of react to player feedback and also what you're seeing in terms of the data coming in terms of balance or things that maybe we need to smooth out and sand down.
Yeah, absolutely. So we know that operating a live service game with Diablo 4 after the game launches and the seasons come out, that is going to be basically it's the best versions of this are always a conversation with the player base as we play and a conversation with the community as we play. So as we're going to be receiving feedback and we're seeing how certain features and content is performing, that gives us opportunities to sort of like respond to that feedback and react to it with updates to the game. Now, things take lead time, so if we see immediately after launch that there's something that we could maybe make an improvement on, it's tough to like immediately and very quickly turn around like big changes. But we want to make sure that we are carefully iterating to make Diablo 4 the best version of itself that it can be as we go.
Sure.
Yeah, and this is like it brings up to the point like where we just had betas and we literally took the feedback that we got from the community, which we, were obviously super appreciative of because it just makes a better game in the end of the day. And people will actually be able to experience those changes from the beta in the Server Slam weekend, this coming weekend, because of that feedback. So players providing feedback on our forums, on Reddit, social media, we're always reading through all of that stuff. To have that, so yeah.
And I think it's worth mentioning too, in terms of the way that, like, in order to have a game that has seasons all the time, and sort of this, sort of like having quarterly seasons, you're not like once season 1 launches, we start season 2. Like season 2 has to be pretty much like very much in flight, and that's what I think Joe was talking about around the idea that. We're going to be as responsive as we can. So if there's a bug, or especially if it's something we can fix on the server, like we'll do things quickly. Yeah. But if there's a big change, it may take a season to get there just because season 2 is already mostly in the can by the time season 1
That's how
has
game
been-
development works, everyone.
You're developing things ahead of time. Unbelievable. That's why we know we have zombies. And so, but just something in terms of patience and understanding is like the way that you have to build seasons is you're basically having 2 seasonal teams that are leapfrogging each other with like, you know, we kind of call it the odd team and the even team to be able to keep up that pace. And so that's why I was like, oh, I saw this thing in season 1. It's definitely addressed in season 2. It may not if it's big enough. It may be that season 1 thing we saw is in season 3 because it was big enough to require that time.
Yep.
So just
That's absolutely right.
Just understand how that's all working.
Yeah, so like reacting to bug fixes and other things, that's going to be another really big part of the live service team's job, right? So like everything we're doing within seasons, we want to make sure that we're constantly responding to that kind of feedback from players and kind of making the game better as time goes on.
Well, the other part of the season is like, you know, we've got a lot of positive response on our character creation. And it would be great to get Kagan back in to talk about sort of how we think about customization during the season, because we know they're like, maybe talk a little bit about what you can actually find in the world, but also, you know, what we're excited about with the shop.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the game is full of hundreds of incredible
Here she goes,
transmogs,
guys. Get ready.
you know, that you'll unlock just by salvaging gear. And the transmogs in the game really give you this this power, this sense of like visceral power progression for your character.
Right.
And so they're meant to really like bring that to life, grounded in Diablo's story and its world and its lands. And what the shop offers is a lot of diversity. So like the way that we wanted diversity of like the fantasies
Sure.
that you can experience and that you can express. So the way that we wanted to support the development of the seasons was to, you know, add things to the game that players would appreciate, you know, to create art and beautiful things that are grounded in Diablo 4's world and its art style, but provide this like array of class fantasies. And so, for example, if you want to be like a thunder goddess as a sorceress, or you want to be a big barbarian that like rips the tongues out of your enemies and puts them on your armor.
Very specific.
Right?
That was very
I
specific.
like it though. That's good.
Slightly unsettling, but very
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
You can, you know, the shop is going to help provide a lot of this like diversity in the types of fantasies, and then you can take all those pieces and mix and match them with the cool stuff that you find in the game to express yourself all kinds of ways. And
Yeah, I think one fun thing about this too, like players got a chance.
The
Like I saw,
tongue ripping, is that the fun thing? Is that-
There's-
absolutely,
yeah, tongue
absolutely.
ripping.
But no, I was actually going to talk about. I was going to talk about our previous betas. We got a chance to see a lot of players making really cool looking customized characters in the game, and all of the gear they're collecting, it's still very low level gear. Like there's much more stuff to go find.
Wait, there's
Yeah,
more
wait
beyond
till
level
you get
20?
to the end game.
There's a lot more looks and appearances to find as you're progressing through more of the game.
One of the things I love about the equipment that's in the game is that we actually do regional themed
Oh, check that out.
armor and such.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is not.
Here's our side by
hell yeah.
side.
This is not to my point, but it's fine. It's good to speak to your point. Maybe all I was going to say quickly before, so Kay can come back and talk about this. But I just think it's really cool that we have like regional looks, like the notion of like, oh, there's a there's like a Howzar look, and there is a Fractured Peaks look, and that kind of thing. That is kind of interesting. That when you go into a particular zone in the world and you start collecting loot, you're actually picking up pieces that are of that zone, so you can actually dress more like a person from that zone if you wanted to.
That's right, particularly of the legendary gear when you're leveling up 100%. Yeah, so there's a lot more to discover even after that as you get into world tiers and more.
Did you want to, Kegan? You want to talk us through some of the
Yeah,
examples?
let's take a look at some of the shop armors.
This is tongue ripping, right?
Yeah, there's like,
No,
you can
no,
see
no.
blood right out of the mouth, right there.
I don't know if the names are final, but this guy, I think his name is Death Raven, the shop guy. But yeah, so you can see sort of like a side by side of in-game armor for the barb versus like a shop armor.
I think I just want to one thing. I think it's so funny that we accidentally got these really awesome poses for the in-game armors, and all the shop armors are just a person standing.
deadpan.
Like this was
He's checking his look in the mirror.
This
Like,
wasn't
you're not gonna
completely
do that.
intentional, but it was a funny.
It was
funny
totally
thing
an
that happened.
accident. It's because two different teams made the
it's-
pictures.
It's,
But yeah,
it's just funny. It's all.
but yeah, let's look through some of the other side by sides. Again, see
She's
Sorceress,
very excited to have found
she's
the
just like,
armor.
oh, I'm here. And then we have one of my favorites from the shop there. Oh, yes. And this is Rogue
shit.
side by side. So you can see, I think the shop Rogue here is called Deathwalker. So keep an eye out for tons of really cool, diverse fantasies in the shop.
I love the tassets on the in-game armor, and I love the pauldrons on the shop armor.
Just use the word tacet. Cool. I didn't.
There's honestly
I've been in fantasy games
the
for a long time.
MTX is focused on collection, right? Like it's not like we're trying to like put only the cool stuff in one channel or the other. There's awesome stuff to collect from the game and the shop.
And like you said earlier, like you can mix and match, create your own fantasy, which is really cool.
See, now we're talking my language with the Necro. But like, for example, if I really like the in-game look, but I want that the shop helmet, like when I buy that armor set, I can take that helmet and apply it to my in-game if I wanted to, yes?
That's right, and you can dye everything.
Oh, in the wardrobe, I can actually recolor everything too.
Yeah,
Josh
you can dye
is gonna
everything
buy that.
from the shop and in the game. I think there are 8 colors in the dye palette, so yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to check that out during Server Slam, you should make sure that you get a chance to play the wardrobe and try dyeing some gear. Yeah. So that's customization. And then one more thing is related to customization, not tied to appearances and looks, which I think we already have a good coverage on. But you will also be adding new like legendary powers, like I called out before, and also new unique items with every new season. Make sure there's like new builds and ways to kind of like create customized characters.
And those will stay. Those aren't seasonal. Those
will be going to the Eternal Realm as well as the Seasonal Realm, and they're going to be evergreen. They're going to be there after the season is over, which continue to add to the pool.
And so speaking of evergreen, like that's true. Like there's potential to add side quests and things like that. Like there's ways to continue to enrich the open world through seasons that will actually stay as people sort of move from the season into the Eternal Realm or to the next season, yes?
Yep, 100%. We are looking for those opportunities to kind of continue to add to the world of Diablo 4 and continue to build out Sanctuary. These are things that we're really excited about as a team.
And we never actually, I think maybe that might have been the first time someone's mentioned the Eternal Realm, but like that is the intention, much like Diablo 3, that a seasonal character will, be in the season playing everything that we've been talking about so far, and then when that season ends, that character will then move to the Eternal Realm where it will live on, and you can choose to play there, or you can choose for the next season roll a new seasonal character and go again. Yeah,
that's absolutely right. So the characters will get merged down in the Eternal Realm at the end of the season, giving you an opportunity to take some of the stuff that they collected over that period of time, and then build a new character as part of the next season.
Yeah, there's no reason to feel like to shy away from starting a new character on the season because you will retain all of that progress.
Absolutely.
But, yeah.
Okay, cool. And so what about when we think about when I play the main game outside of a season, we know we have capstone dungeons to be able to change my difficulty tier. We know that at the end there's some mysterious level 100 boss that I want to try to get max out and prove I can beat this level 100 boss at level cap. Like, are there other things within seasons that are kind of like that, or how do I think about that sort of notion about like this sort of looking to the horizon of what I want to do?
Well, once again, Rod Ferguson, I couldn't ask for a better tee up in this case. Let's discuss the idea of aspirational challenges. So with every season, we want to continue to build upon the end game and the goals that players are going to have for themselves with every season of Diablo 4. And we've got some particularly big ideas as we go through the first couple of seasons when the game launches. So with every season, but we do want to continue to add these really, really pinnacle challenges for players to go and engage with.
Pickle challenges?
Pinnacle challenges.
Pinnacle.
I honestly heard.
We all heard pickle
Zombies
challenges.
and pickles is,
All right, okay, well, fair enough. All right, so
Throw
maybe
in some mayo in there.
at
It's a
SummerSlam.
sandwich.
With slaw.
this is the level of respect that Joseph Pipeworth, as the game director, gets on Diablo 4.
I'm looking forward to the pickle challenges, all I'm saying.
Yeah, same. Okay, so basically, we want to make sure that we've got these new big challenges for players to go and engage with every time we release a season. And as we go, we'll continue to add more depth to this. But one thing we want to be very careful about is we're not looking to just sort of like arbitrarily continue to make the game longer and longer and longer and longer to play.
Right.
That's not the goal. Again, we are balanced around hitting level 100, earning your Paragon points, getting all of your legendary unique items. That's the real focus of power progression for the player. We want to provide new and distinct opportunities for players to kind of express that power and new goals in the chase over the course of the season, without necessarily making like just more stuff that you have to go through in order to play the game. So yeah, things we're very excited about. New bosses, new major encounters, new dungeons, new things. And then as we see how players are reacting to the game as it is, we'll continue to build in that direction as well.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting when we talked about like side quests and things like that. It's also true kind of for the end game is that we may use seasons to experiment with new in-game features, and then if it's working really well, we might decide to keep it. If it's not working quite so well, we may have it leave with the season, and then maybe bring it back later. And what I like about the kind of quarterly seasonal flow we have going is that it allows us to experiment a little bit and see what works and what doesn't. And if it doesn't work, we know it's only there for 3 months. If it does work, hey, maybe we should have it stick around. So it's a great opportunity to try stuff out.
Absolutely, particularly as it relates to content too. It's like just being able to bring in like these really tough encounters and different bosses and things of that nature. And then these mechanical features, as we see how they perform and we see how players react to them, we may or may not decide to keep them on, to your point. And if they're particularly popular, we decide to keep them in.
Awesome.
We want to hear from players about what's working, what they're enjoying, and also, what kinds of fantasies they want us to make in the shop. So let us know anything that you want, gameplay or from the shop and battle.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, this is ultimately going to be a conversation. And as we see how players are actually playing Diablo 4, that's going to help us, advise us on how we want to build Diablo 4.
Corpse exploding necro look. I'm looking for a corpse exploding necro.
I think we got you covered.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have to stay tuned for future seasons.
Okay, good to know.
And I will say, like, I know we glossed over it really quickly, but we were talking about like meta changes and things like that, and like balancing and whatnot. That is included in the feedback. That is incredibly important for hearing from players related to that.
Yeah, I don't want to skip over that either. Thank you, Adam, for calling that out. So, if Diablo 4 is a game about choice, we want to make sure that we don't allow balance issues persist so long that they start to kind of interrupt or disrupt that choice that we're trying to provide for players. We don't want like any one particular build to feel so powerful that there's not a reason to play other builds within a season. So we want to make adjustments to make sure that player builds that might not be seeing as much play and get buffed and adjusted appropriately to make sure that they do see more use as time goes on. That is important to us. We will be making those changes on a regular basis.
Yeah, we don't want one way to play. We want every class and to have builds that all are equally as effective in terms of being successful. We don't want to be like, only Whirlwind Barbarians can succeed, so only everybody's playing.
Yeah, that's the ideal. The reality is that every season will be like something that's a little bit more powerful than something else. Sure. We just want to make sure that the distinction, the divide there is not so great that it feels like you're making the wrong choice mathematically to ever play anything beyond whatever's considered meta for that moment.
Right. Well, it's not like RPG players are min-maxers at all. They never try to do the most with the least ever.
No.
Joe, like, dead man. I'm not signing up for that. I think in the spirit of managing expectations and ripping band-aids off, I do think there's something we haven't talked about that we should at least say, knowing that we haven't talked about, which is leaderboards. I think the notion that I think people with Diablo 3 and even like D2R as an example, the main thing about the D2R season is a leaderboard. And so just saying that in the early seasons, at least for season 1 and 2, there will not be a leaderboard. And that is something, again, as I said, a lot of stuff's already in flight. We understand the importance of leaderboards. We understand people wanting to be competitive in their PvE play, competitive in their build play, be able to show their mastery of certain things. And so it's definitely on our backlog that is a thing we're working towards, to provide the player community with leaderboards as we move forward through seasons, but it's not something you're going to see in season 1 and potentially not in season 2. Again, I'm just managing expectations so you're not yelling at me on Twitter after. We hear you, we know we want it, we're working on it, it's just not going to be there at launch. Or
That's right.
season 1 and 2.
Yep. That's right. So we're going to take the time to do them right. We'll bring them on as long as soon as we can.
Awesome. Well, I know we have a lot of questions here, and we've been collecting questions through chat and so forth like that. So I did want to go into at least a little bit of Q&A from people in chat. So if you guys have questions, feel free to throw them in chat, and we'll try to answer as many as possible. But I know we did touch on this really quickly as we're collecting these questions right now. But when will season 1 launch?
Mid to late July.
Mid to late July.
So, I mean, the reason around the timing is twofold. One is we want to make sure that we will launch this season, we launch it into the best state the game can be in to accept that season. We don't, there's a launch of a game of this scale there can always be some things that we have to work through and settle in. But 2 is just as Joe talked about, you need to be able to get through the campaign before you start the season. So by having enough time in what we call the preseason, and so in the preseason, Kagan, no battle pass because it's a preseason, but there will be basically a sort of a reduced scope shop. Yes.
Yeah, there will be some things you can buy. You can sort of get a sense of what we have. There's armor sets, mounts and mount armors, and then there's some other cool things like emotes and headstones. So like if you die on the field of battle, you can leave behind a monument that is special.
Nice. And as we said, hardcore players, careful of PvP. When you die, you're dead.
Yeah, dead forever.
Dead forever.
Yeah.
So,
in the game.
In the game. No. We come to your house. We know where you live.
We don't have that kind of budget.
I thought that was
Snow Crash.
I thought that was our butcher April Fool's thing.
It is-
Come
it
to your
is.
house and we kill you.
True hardcore mode. So that is a popular question that we've gotten where people were confused by like, hey, if you die in hardcore, like, do you come back to life or do you just like start off like with no gear or something?
Roll
like that?
again,
It's like,
start
no,
again.
Yeah, you
start
start
all
again.
over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
And in PvP too.
I
But
agree.
yes,
morale.
and that speaks to something that as we talk about the shop and customization, is one of the things is that when you buy one of the things that's sort of different, the battle pass as you talked about is the armor and those sorts of things are class agnostic. That when I buy something or when I get something in the battle pass, I can apply it to whatever class I'm playing. But the shop is different because the shop you can actually target. I can go ahead and say, "Oh, I want this necromancer look," and it doesn't go across.
And it's very specific to like the necromancer fantasy.
Right, but it's not character based; it's account based. So if I, for whatever reason, roll 5 necromancers, I can apply that armor to all 5 of them. Right,
all future necromancers that you ever create.
any
So for
necromancer in
the
the future.
infinite rogue like me, it's I'm gonna get a lot of value.
right. Okay, great.
All right, I'm gonna try to pronounce these names, and some of them are easy, thankfully. But I'm gonna try to include people.
I was going to say, he's like, I'm going to
Wow,
try this,
what
but Bob asks.
That's a
and
great-
you're like, good job, Adam. You nailed that
It's a
one.
great disclaimer.
Pat myself on the back there. So we have a question from Negative Capable. If we get the premium battle pass late, is the favor retroactively applied?
It is. Like you will earn the favor, and then it will unlock
That's good.
the tiers that, like the premium tiers that you didn't unlock because you hadn't unlocked the premium battle pass yet.
Yeah, like you'll still earn everything in the free track as well. Like you're kind of making progress like the whole time.
The whole
It's just a
time.
question
Yeah.
whether or not when you get the premium versions, when you get all the premium rewards you
Yeah,
have
then
unlocked.
it'll just suddenly unlock all those like locked premium tiers that you already went through.
And just a reminder, premium tiers just being obviously the cosmetics blessings are part of the free.
That's
track.
right. There are no there's no smoldering ash in the
Zip, zero,
Yep.
no smoldering ash, no,
No
pay
pay
for
to
power.
In
No
premium
pay
tiers,
for
yeah.
power.
There you
They
go.
said
And
it.
no pay for power at all.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm just saying no
Period.
smoldering ash in premium tiers.
Yes.
Also true.
But that's also, just to clarify, like that's also true of the season journey, is that if let's say, I'm starting a new, I'm not getting the game till much later. It's season 2, and I'm buying the game at season 2. When I play the campaign, in the background, it's tracking the season journey accomplishments I'm doing while I'm playing the campaign. So it's not everything in the season journey is tied to like sort of open world seasonal play. It's also some things can be accomplished by playing the campaign. And so when I finish and I go into the seasons, all of a sudden, ding, 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 a bunch of stuff in the season journey it will complete. Yes?
Yeah, that's the expectations. You're able to move through that season journey a little more quickly if you start in the campaign. You might not be able to like finish every chapter as you go because there's going to be some things you have to kind of like participate in the season quest line or the
Right.
season mechanics in order to be able to really get. But you will be making progress the entire time.
Got it.
But I don't think your hypothetical case is likely to happen because obviously everybody is going to buy Diablo 4 on or before launch.
Right.
So yeah,
It's a good call.
Question from
QR code right here. QR code.
If you would like to.
I did not see that when I said that. Now I'm even happier.
question from Juck Lax. Around what level will you end up getting to the mount specifically?
The problem wasn't the name, it was the
Yeah,
question
it was the
itself.
question itself. I'm just trying to like correct.
It's just,
I think that is around level 30-ish. Yeah, it's around level 30-ish.
it depends. Like
Yeah, it really
depends
depends.
on
It's gonna be
every one of
player,
these questions
true.
is going to be depending on how you play.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
open world playing and you're driving up your level before you do the golden path in
Yep.
the campaign? Like basically the horsey,
Yeah.
and pony. We use different names for these, but the mount is unlocked as part of your campaign progression.
Right.
So you have to play the campaign at some point to unlock the mount. If you decide, I'm not touching the campaign, I'm going to get to level 100 just in the open world, you will not unlock a horse.
That's completely true.
Yeah.
Question from
Okay.
Tatu. Are you going to move the altars each season so they're in different locations every single season?
Right now, the plan is not to move them every season. That's something we've discussed as a team. We'll see what the feedback is like, but right now we don't want you to have to rediscover the locations every time if you're looking for them, but we'll see how things adjust as we play.
Awesome.
Not hard for us to do.
Yep. And just to mess with you, we might anyway. So,
Maybe now I will.
yeah, exactly.
Question from Slimy Saul.
People need
You committed
we need more self-esteem in our community. I'm just telling you right now.
What about seasonal cosmetics? Are they account bound?
They are. So like if you unlock a, I assume you're talking about the shop and battle pass cosmetics?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you unlock a armor for your barbarian, all future barbarians that you ever make, and on the Eternal Realm, on the Seasonal Realm, it's usable on all of them.
Cool. Kiddo asks,
Okay.
do ashes transfer over from previous seasons?
No. So with every new season, you'll be resetting and starting to go through your ash collection once again.
It's also like one of the things maybe we didn't call it, but like the season, because there's season blessings, there was actually one that was top secret. So there'll be blessing. Those blessings we'll be playing with those. So
Yeah.
there'll be season specific blessings, and we may mess with what blessings are working or not. Again, it's part of the quality of life. And we go like, hey, we see this as an issue, or this is not working the way, or we see another opportunity. So this is another place we can play every season.
Question from Infernal Odin. Do you need to have the premium battle pass for the blessings?
You do not.
Yeah, you don't.
That's why the
the
ashes are on the
ashes
free track.
on the free track itself. So, and you need the ashes for the blessings themselves.
And it's, again, there's two conditions. You have to have the favor to get to those free tiers, and you need to have the level requirement so that you, again, so everybody's at the same place kind of from a play perspective. So there's no way to accelerate that and that you're somehow using tier skips to pay for power. You're not. It's because it's on the free track, and you have to have a certain level requirement to be able to unlock that ash to be able to use in the blessing.
Oh, this is a long name. I'm not going to try. Is every season to level 100?
Oh, I thought that was her name.
Oh, that is
There's
all.
a question from is every season. I'm like, wow, that is a long name.
Every season to level 100.
I mean, the season is till to the point where the player decides they've hit all the goals they have for
Till you
themselves.
cry,
each season.
uncle.
But I mean, you are going to start level 1, and you are going to play level 100. You know, if you choose to, with every season. But it's up for a player to choose what goals they want to really go after.
Question from Wittels. Will shop items stay in the shop, or will there be limited cosmetics too?
Oh, that is a great question. Sorry. So when items, the shop is actually personalized. There's limited shelf space in there, so you'll see a set of items in the shop, and then they'll swap out periodically. So in preseason, once a week on Tuesdays, some new things will come into the shop, some old things will come out of the shop, but when things leave, they're not like put into a vault. They will come back into the shop fairly frequently. Yeah.
And that's the personalized, we actually have a thing like recommended for you, which is one of the things that's really interesting is like when something leaves the shop, it actually goes into a pool of things that can be recommended. So if someone like Kagan, who's constantly playing Rogue, or somebody like me who's constantly playing Necro, they'll actually say like, hey, you seem to be playing a lot of Rogue. Here's some Rogue things that may either be new or something you may have missed previously, or hey, there's some Necro stuff. And so it's one of the things that's really nice about the shop is it has a little bit of that, intelligence, and then that has a sort of recommendation engine where it can go and say like, hey, I noticed these you seem to be really interested in blood-looking things. Here's a new blood-looking thing, that kind of stuff. So I think it'll be a nice way to keep the shop fresh and interesting and actually tailored to the person. So just to be in the recommend for you, like Kagan's thing, her shop may look different with Rogue, as mine would be filled with Necros potentially. I mean, there'll be.
You'll get a mix,
right,
but we want to make sure that the shop is serving you things that are actually interesting to you, and that we're not like forcing you to scroll through lots and lots of pages to find the exact thing you want. So, but to answer the question, no, when things leave the shop, they are not gone for good. They will rotate back in, and the shop is trying to show you things that you want to buy. Yeah.
Right, but there are it's not just that section where things are being recommended.
I don't like that idea because I'm sorry to pause the video. It's the only time I've done this throughout the freaking stream, but personally, if I want to try Necromancer this week, I mean, I want to buy some badass cosmetics. I want to go through everything the Necromancer has had. I mean, I don't like the whole fear of missing out, pull out your wallet because I got 23 minutes left, and then this is going to get rotated. I don't like that. I like that. That's going to force me to be like, oh shit, what if this doesn't come up for another 6 weeks? I gotta whip out my wallet and spend $10, $20, whatever the hell it may be. Personally, I'd rather just see everything in the shop all at once. Like, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, if I want to start playing a barbarian after I just beat my rogue, my shop is filled with rogue shit. I'm not going to see any barbarian stuff. Well, not any, but I'm going to see mostly rogue stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that.
You also have class-specific areas. So even if I'm playing Necro all the time, but I'm really curious, I'm about to go play a rogue, I want to go look at the rogue, that stuff's all there too. It's not like I'm only limited to the stuff that it's recommending. I can go browse the shop as well on other classes and such, right?
That's right.
Yep. Do you lose all season progress when a hardcore character dies?
So the things you complete in the season journey are all account bound, so you won't lose that progress. But the things that you collect on your character, that stuff's going to go away.
Yeah. So if you happen to find like really good gear or something, you're wearing it there, gone, just gone.
Right. But the chapters you've unlocked or the favor you've earned,
Yeah,
that's a
that all stays.
Absolutely true. Yep.
Yeah, that is true.
Yep.
And then this is actually something that we should clarify here because someone Tesday was asking. I'm missing something, or Ashes. Is it still a pay-to-win mechanic since you can advance 20 levels on the pass by paying? The thing that you may have not caught was that there is a secondary requirement, which is you have to get to a specific level.
That's right.
If to unlock that specific ash and
So
use
even
that.
if you bust through those first 20 tiers by buying the accelerated pass, you won't have met the secondary level requirement on the free tiers that have smoldering ashes in them, so you won't be able to unlock them fast.
Put your faith in the light.
Rated with the dono, they just addressed what you don't like. Yeah, they just said that you can also still look at other class-specific things. I'm trying to understand their whole system here. Is it like the front page is customized with maybe deals catered to what class you play the most of? I'm guessing. And then it's on a rotation? I don't know. I think that would be the smartest thing, where it's like, if I play Rogue a lot and I play Druid a lot, most of my page is going to be filled up with 10% off here, 20% off here, 30% off here, and it's going to rotate. But I could also go and see, I don't know if it's all of them at once, like all of the other ones. I hope that's what it's like. To where, okay, if I want to buy Druid stuff at full price, I can go do that. But my front page is filled with Rogue and Barbarian stuff because that's who I play the most. I don't know. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see.
Funny question from Tactica. When will we get Rod's hoodie in the shop?
That's
Rod's
true.
hoodie
That's
was been in the shop. Unfortunately, I sent people that were like, "Hey, if you want to go to this gear shop," and they only have smalls.
So technically, it's still there.
If you can buy, if you're small, which I am not. We are very aware of some certain things that we have in the shop that are very popular. One was the Lilith denim jacket with the hoodie sleeves that I think was awesome.
Rated with a 5. Thank you so much, brother. You don't gotta donate no more, please. They said you get recommended with things you might like, but you could still go look at other stuff. Then okay, that's good. That's
A couple of years ago that we didn't. I don't know why we didn't bring back.
We
And
were literally just talking about this before the stream started too.
yeah, exactly. And so we know we hear the comments that I wear this because in any interview that's required me to sit, I need to hide all the folds and stuff. So I use this as my shelter. But people like it, so I need to. We need to bring it back in the shop and get more stock. So that's where we are.
Let's see. There is a question regarding when you skip the campaign. From Master Barbarian. You're probably playing Barbarian.
It's not guaranteed.
Shocker.
When you skip the campaign, what level do you actually start at?
Level 1.
Level 1.
Every character you make in Diablo 4 is going to start at level 1.
Okay, and I think I answered this wrong on Twitter, so you can correct me. When someone asked me when you skip the campaign, where do you start? I knee-jerk said you start in the cave, and that's not true, right? When you skip the campaign, you start in Kyovashad.
Yes. So for season 1 and for the preseason, when you skip the campaign, you'll start in Kyovashad. Might not always be in Kyovashad.
Ooh. Foreshadowing. Dun, dun, dun.
I guess, yeah, sure.
You start in a grave as a zombie that you wake up and then you go into
It's zombie theme. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Now, people are just completely going to believe that. Like,
I know,
is a
that's
zombie
the fun
thing.
though. Is when
Pirates
it-
and zombies from here on out.
Just don't get like heavily attached to the zombie idea because it's not
Please
happening. So like, it's not happening.
Will there be unlockable mounts or cosmetics through defeating like gameplay challenges, or will those only be through the shop itself?
Yes, there are some mounts and other things you can collect, like trophies, and certainly like titles and things along those lines that you will get from overcoming particular challenges throughout Diablo 4. So there's plenty of stuff to actually collect as well, not just even just like finding gear on the ground and picking it up and salvaging it. There's other things you'll get as like achievement level rewards for having completed certain kinds of content.
And seasons will have new titles and new things like that.
Yeah, seasons can have like new titles and like again the aspects or things you'll be collecting as you play.
And then this is a question about the server slam stuff, which was if you have if they had the open beta app on PlayStation, do they need to download a different one? The answer is no, you won't. Here in like the next couple minutes or so, you will be able to 2 minutes. Well, 2-ish minutes, just in case. 2-ish minutes. Please don't come after me at like 12 o'clock when it's like not available.
Oh no,
right
you should
then and
totally
there.
Pez radar on Twitter. Go after
Please
him.
don't. But PlayStation, that app will actually automatically update and apply all the
But
changes.
it's a fresh
that you'll
start.
have.
You're starting at level 1.
Yes, all your characters from beta do not move over with this server slam. You will have to start with fresh start characters.
And to be clear, like one good thing is this is a third opportunity to get. If you didn't get your wolf puppy pack, this is another opportunity. So if you reach level 20 with any character during server slam, which you have 48 hours to do it, and you could probably knock it out on a Friday with a little no lifing, but level 20 to get your beta puppy pack. And then we have a new reward around defeating a Shava at level 20. So and it has to be level 20.
Yep.
And so
Look at this fancy graphic.
now the reward is
It's like a car
Being
commercial.
revealed. Wait for it.
wait
There
for
it
it.
is. Ta-da.
So
There it
is.
to be
Go.
super clear though, because I've had this question, it is not the horse or the horse's armor or the horsey or the pony. It is actually the claw on the back, which we call the cry of a Shava or a Shava's cry.
The cry of a Shava.
The cry of a Shavan, because if you were declawed, you would cry too. But you have to beat a Shava at level 20. If you beat a Shava at level 19, no claw for you.
That's right.
You'll be the one crying, not a Shava. So that was just mean. But
what if I have friends who can like carry me through the combat and I could just go there at level 9?
You have to be level 20 to get the claw. Like you can beat a Shava, but plus don't be that person. Those are 11 people who need another level 20 to show up. Like do not, if you go early, you're just bringing the team down. Don't go early. Get to level 20. It's not that hard. And then represent. And then you'll get the cool new mount trophy. And it's an example of one of the other cosmetic types we have is mount trophies, but a lot of it is around achievements. Like we have stuff for PvP where you can demonstrate like I'm a badass who kills other players, and so you can have a certain mount trophy for that. So it's a cool new reward. It's just we want people to go in, and so you'll have 9 chances. So what we've done is the game server slam will start on Friday at 9 a.m. And then, at noon, I apologize. Friday at noon, the game server slam will start. And then you basically have till Saturday at 9 a.m. to get to level 20. And then at 9 a.m., we start a Shava every 3 hours. So based on that, you'll have 9 chances to kill a Shava. So those are your windows of opportunity. So highly recommend you spend Friday getting to 20 and then Saturday trying to kill the Shava. And please get to 20 before. Don't be that person. Don't drag down your team.
There's a lot of time to get to 20 and a lot more opportunities now compared to even the beta where a Shava only spawned 4 times that whole entire weekend.
Right.
Now you have a lot more opportunities to actually take down a Shava. It is more of a challenge, as we said before.
Fewer legendaries, lower level cap.
Yep, it absolutely can be done on both world tiers, but if you're having a difficult time with a particular attempt, don't be afraid to step down to adventurer tier.
No shame.
And make it a little bit easier for yourself, potentially.
None at all. One last question before we will wrap up, because this gives an opportunity for people to start downloading Server Slam, which when you spend Smoldering Ash, can you re-roll that Smoldering Ash onto different blessings and so forth?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, can you unspend it?
Can you unspend it and put it on other blessings?
Honestly, I'll have to follow up with
I will follow up on that.
Oh, there we go.
And I will provide an answer
You
on that.
stumped us.
Yeah, we've been stumped. We've been stumped. Just a reminder, Server Slam downloads will be starting here momentarily.
It should have already started 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So you should be able to grab it from the BattleNet client, from PlayStation, Xbox as well. And if you already have the beta clients, those will start to update automatically, so you'll be prepared for this weekend. Provide feedback on our forums. You can see all the amazing rewards here and so forth for Server Slam this weekend. Provide all your feedback on the forums. We'll be reading forums, Reddit, social media, and so forth.
Yeah, I think we should also.
Oh, the puppy! I've got to play
it
this time.
says
I was
it's,
working last time. I didn't get the puppy, so
You didn't hit 20 last time?
I didn't. I was working. I couldn't play.
Awesome. I mean, I think to be clear too, like I just want to again, as we talk about the realities of development, you know, I feel like the team did an amazing job responding to the feedback on the open beta and being able to make all the changes that you all made for the dungeon and the font and all the stuff, all the great feedback we had. And we still want that same feedback coming off Server Slam, but please recognize the game went gold a little while ago. We are 22 days away from launch, so our ability to respond in a really big way to feedback is going to be somewhat limited as we're kind of coming in to land this airplane, if you will. So we're doing our best and we're going to respond as best we can, but just in terms of the scope of changes, like we were able to do a lot coming off open beta, probably less off Server Slam. This is really meant to be, hey, we're getting ready to go live. We want to make sure our servers are ready for that. And so this is what this is about. We still want your feedback. I'm just saying, manage expectations. You may see the results of that feedback more towards season 1 or such. So just something to be aware of.
Yeah, so lots coming up here this weekend, and lots coming up before launch as well for Diablo 4. We're obviously really excited. This is actually, I will note, this is our last developer update live stream.
One tier.
Before launch. We will continue these post-launch.
Even if it's just you by yourself, we're talking.
Yeah, I will just jump on a camera and deadpan for 1 hour.
Walking over to Starbucks on your phone.
Yeah.
I imagine we'll be talking a great deal.
Yes.
We've already spoken quite a great deal.
And there's more. There's plenty more where
I
that
haven't
came
even
from.
said a fraction of what I could say.
I mean, that's what it is to be paid by the word.
Yep, it's true.
And just another reminder that all the topics that we discussed today regarding seasons, battle pass, and shop, and so forth, those are actually going to be available on Diablo4.com. We'll have a blog up immediately after this stream, so people can actually take a look there and get more information or read more information if you happen to just jump in halfway through or something like that.
Yeah. Or we spoke too fast.
Yeah.
And you want to read it at your own pace, then that's a good place to go to do that.
Side-eyeing Joe the whole time.
I appreciate you, Joe.
I appreciate Joe.
We all appreciate Joe.
Joe's great. And at the same time, the Server Slam information, we have a blog up for that as well. And that, again, starts at noon Pacific time, May 12th.
Noon. Yes, noon.
Sorry, noon Pacific time, May 12th. So we hope to see you guys there.
In the U.S., Mother's Day weekend. Or
Mother's Day weekend.
Blessed Mother's Day weekend.
Blessed Mother's Day weekend in the U.S. and in some participating countries that have not already celebrated Mother's Day.
I know, that's yeah.
Or will celebrate Mother's Day at a different date. But yes. But yeah, thank you guys again for tuning in for another Diablo 4 developer update live stream. Thank you again to this wonderful panel of guests, Rod, Kagan, Joe. We are super excited for launch of Diablo 4, Server Slam this weekend. Rod actually has a special treat for us here.
What?
So my wife got me the button for, this is a thing that came out that's a 30-second dance party. So why don't we end on a 30-second?
We will end on a 30-second dance party.
All right.
So Rod,
ready?
Take us away.
30-second dance party.
Wait, are we serious?
There you go.
Bye, everyone.
Check out Server Slam.
Server Slam. Please go to the graphic.
Okay.
That was fire. Listen, I think there was some great stuff there. There were some really cool graphics. Let me see if I can pull them up. Maybe one of my buddies sent them to me. I know Coop probably went nuts. Yeah, there's some stuff here, even Logic too. I mean, look at that, dude. That's crazy. That is some crazy cosmetics, dude. Look at that freaking mount. Dude, I want a dark horse like that. Like all black, jet black with like red eyes. Oh, man. God almighty, dude. Look at that. That's crazy. I love that. Isn't that funny? I love that graphic. Yo, Coop, you're the man, dude. Logic, too. You guys are the best. Thank you, guys. That's crazy, man. The Barbarian looks great. I can't believe they didn't show the Druid, dude. Isn't that kind of a little bit, like, weird? Is that like, really oddly coincidental? There's no Druid. I gotta start updating my game. I'll probably update it after I head up out of here, which is just gonna be in the next 5 minutes because I gotta make a video on what I just saw. But wow, look at that. That's a great shot. Yo, thank you so much, Lodge, dude. You're the freaking king. Thank you, Coop. You too, man. You guys are the best, dude. I mean, I'm hyped up, man. I'm hyped up. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Battle Pass looks a lot better than I thought it would. You want me to be real? It looked good. It looked good. And they're gonna take my money, dude. You want me to be honest? I didn't want to spend extra money. They're gonna take my freaking money, bro. I'm gonna have to starve for like a couple weeks because I mean, they got me, dude. They got me hooked. I don't know about you guys. I'm pretty sure it's the same with a lot of you in here. Some of that stuff looked amazing. Seems like I didn't miss much. To be honest, no, not really. This is pretty much the main things that you missed. They showed the graphics of the Battle Pass progression. They showed that also when you progress through the Battle Pass, you get different things. Even like some legendary aspects catered to the brand new season that they come out with, which is really cool. They showed the actual, what do you call it? The track. I mean, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. A lot of different levels. Obviously, if you get the Ultimate Edition or whatever it is, you get the 20-tier skip, which is great. They also have this really cool thing, which is the Season Blessings. I've never heard of this. This is brand new. So this is a very, very big point to go off. Every season, they're going to have different buffs that you can apply as you progress through the... As you progress through the season, you get these little ashes, and you invest these ashes into these things to give you buffs, like boost to XP so you can level alts faster. If you're just sticking with one character, maybe you get more gold from, all the stuff like that. It's really cool. It's really cool. Honestly, they did well. I hope we don't pop off on launch and armor transmog is $20. Yeah, that would suck. Track looks exactly like the Conan Exiles track was free every so... Yeah, does it? Does the New World one look like that, Fivehead? This looks great, though. Honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy. They did well. Honestly, the only problem I really have with the game is that the clans tab is ugly as hell, and it's awful. And anyone else? I know Heather could agree with me on that one. I remember her talking about it. Yeah, Swag, you saw that Rogue one, dude? My God, dude. Oh, my God. Is the mic choppy for others? Is it choppy? Having had a good one? Yo, Frank, dude, love you, buddy. Thanks so much for tuning in, dude. Reloading fixed it? Yeah, that's the second time that happened today. Interesting. They need to fix up the clan features. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. But interesting stuff, man. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I mean, all of them look good. The shop one looks phenomenal. Doesn't that look like Shadowlands, guys? Doesn't that look like Josh, doesn't that look like Shadowlands armor from World of Warcraft? Anyone play World of Warcraft Shadowlands? That shit looks beautiful, bro. They killed it. This looks great, too. Necromancers, I really like the helmet. That reminds me of something out of, like, Lord of the Rings or something. Shadowlands. Wow. Armor. Let me pull it up, because it looks just like it. Like, well, this might not be the best example, but you see how it's, like, sort of metalish and spiky? Like, it kind of looks similar in a way. There's a Rogue one that looks crazy similar to that. I think it's the PvP gear. Rogue tier set. I swear it did. I'm not crazy. I mean, I wouldn't freaking make the correlation for nothing. I guess similar in a way to that. But it's cool, man. I'm happy. I mean, it's Blizzard, you know, same company, so why not? But I'm happy. I think this is all going to be really cool. I wonder if we could dye shop items. Oh, that's a good question. In New World, you couldn't. You're going to look like a decked out undead king. Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, look at that. God. Incredible, bro. Like, incredible. Like, they killed it. They killed it. They're going to have my money for a long time. And if seasons are as the replayability's really good, I'll be here for 6 months on Diablo, dude. They said you could dye shop items? Oh, wow. Mr. Clutch, I didn't know that. That's great. Wow. You can. I wrote it down when she said you could. You could dye both shop and any gear in the game. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of customization, dude. You couldn't do that in New World. That was one of the biggest gripes I had with buying New World shop stuff. Wow, man. Wow. Incredible. I'm happy. I'm happy, but guys, we're 48 hours away from that server slam, dude. Really, really, really hype. About 49 days until you can. Yeah, I guess you're right. Absolutely adore how customizable everything already. Yeah, I know, it's so cool. You got the horse armors, you got the trophies, and you also have the other thing, the actual horse itself. Yeah. So there's 3 awesome cosmetics you can farm out for just the mounts. Then you have your actual armor cosmetics that you could farm out or buy. Then you have the dye on them. Man, and then obviously you have your character creation and stuff like that too. It's awesome. I'm so happy. I want different mounts, just not a, yeah, I know what you mean. I want different mounts, not just a horse. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Mini bosses. Oh man, that'd be sick. Like a mini Ashava. Oh, that'd be badass, dude. New World was like, oh, you want matte black? $20 a dye. Yeah, it was horrible, bro. It was horrible. They wanted so much. I think it was $5 for like a pack of 5 dye or some shit. It was terrible. Terrible. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys so much, man. Obviously, a lot more content coming soon. I'm going to try to pump out a news video. I have some other news to announce other than just this, by the way. That's, I've been kind of saving a bunch to hold together. So, you know, that's, we got some pre-order bonuses, the release date stuff to release, and then some stuff like that. We got Friday, the Server Slam. I love you guys so much. I appreciate all love and support. Thank you guys for the new members today. Hit me up after the DMs. Yeah, I'm literally going to check you out right now. You'll be on to create the guild launch time Friday? Yeah, I'll be on. I'll be on. I'll just need someone to handle, maybe invites if they can, because bro, I got to try. I'm not waiting for Lance. I can't wait for no one Friday. Friday, or not Friday, launch day. Friday, actually, it doesn't matter. I'll handle invites, whatever. I don't care, but launch day, I gotta be very, very serious. I gotta play my rogue. I gotta have no distractions, no invites, no grouping. I'm just gonna go 100 miles an hour, and I'm going to fly through the leveling. I gotta level up fast. I gotta get out content fast. It's a very, very big first couple weeks for Diablo if I get there. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I love you guys so much. Alexis, Fivehead, obviously Heather, Josh, XKill It, all you guys, Phantom, Co-Create, you guys are the best, dude. I love you guys so, so much. Everyone else, if I forgot to mention your name, Mally, Murat, Fivehead, obviously Dan Ingwood, the man, the myth, Raiden X, of course, Mr. Clutch, Eternal, dude. I love you guys so much. God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you guys Friday for the Server Slam. We'll have some fun, dude. Everyone be safe. God bless you. Finish out the week strong, guys. Friday, we're going to have some fun. My name is Scott from the Comeback Kids. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.